Hello, this is Father David, here with the meditation for June 28th in the Apostles' Fast 2023. Here on the penultimate day, really the last day of fasting, when we will gather, hopefully in parishes, to participate in the Vespers or the Vigil for the Feast of Saints Peter and Paul tomorrow. The meditation for today, we return to Dr. Peter Brutenev's book, How to Be a Sinner. And he says this: the whole person that I am is indeed a sinner. My innermost God-given beauty only barely shines through, distorted as I am by my enslavement to passions, to my will and my need for gratification. Only in giving myself over to God can I hope to attain my freedom. Only then will my inner self shine. Only then will I be fully alive to the glory of God. Then too I will know this self that I must care for diligently with love and appropriate discipline. This begins with a very interesting phrase where he says, the whole person that I am is indeed a sinner. Now this, if anyone has ever been exposed to or part of Calvinist or Reformed Protestantism within different Christian Protestant groups, this smacks of sort of total depravity. Of course, is not what Dr. Brutenev is saying, and we'll see that in just a second. But it is this idea that, not as it's commonly thought, that people are saying that everything that a human being ever does is totally depraved and there's never anything slightly good that a human being can ever do. That's not even the Calvinist doctrine, at least as I understand it, but rather that total depravity means that every aspect of the human being has been touched by, tainted by, infected with sin. And it falls short of what God demands from us in that system. And indeed, we would agree, insofar as that goes, we see different consequences for that. But as Dr. Brutenev says, the whole person that I am is indeed a sinner. Spirit, soul, and body, we are broken. We fall short of the mark. We fall short of the bar. We are sinners in every way and in every part of our being. That is true. But the difference is that for many Western Christians, not all, but many, most, I would say, that their ramifications of that, what that means, the consequence of that, is that the image of God is completely snuffed out. That they are no longer in any way bearers of the image of God. But what Dr. Brutenev says just directly after, my innermost God-given beauty only barely shines through. In other words, the image of God has been obscured. It's been warped. It's been distorted. But it has not been eradicated. Distorted, he says, as I am by my enslavement to passions, to my will and my need for gratification. Only in giving myself over to God can I hope to attain my freedom. True freedom is something that is only found when we surrender to how God would have us be, when we acknowledge the twistedness of our current existence and say, only you can straighten me out. Only you can bring me to the place I should be. And instead of trying to look at my own logical framework, let me look at the Logos, the one whose logic informs and makes me, and let me conform myself to that. So here on this second to last day, let us give ourselves over to God so that we can hope to attain our freedom, that freedom that the apostles Peter and Paul preached around the world at the beginning of the Christian faith, which continues even to this day. So Lord God bless you. Lord willing, we'll talk to you one more time tomorrow. Bye-bye.